Alrighty, I came back to go over the formula part. Oh, this is gonna be a difficult one, but we'll talk about it together because this is difficult, Noah. All right, the formula. Not yet this one. Um, if you can try to enlarge this and make it really big, you can see what you should type in. Um, that's gonna give you the answer. So I guess the easiest way is just copying this down and say that here's my answer. But I do want to use self-referencing so that if you change your numbers, your principal and your APR according to your line number, um, the amount changes accordingly. So I don't want to copy this entire thing, but if you take a look at this, it's a. I wonder if I can make this a little bit better. Like, it's so blurry. I want you to see this is actually two parts. Maybe I can use these pens. Hold on. So there is the first part right here. Ooh. Oh, that's so pretty. So what I circled in green is how our principal will grow in that 18-month period. But if you remember this case, we're not only investing the principal alone, we are making monthly payments. So the part that comes after the 25, after that plus sign, that's actually the formula from section 4C. That red part is from PMT payment. Ooh, how much our payment will be growing. I'm having too much fun with this, sorry. All right, that's how much our payment will be growing. And then the green part, all right, I'm almost done for real.
Once you're almost done.
Is how our principal will be growing. So what we are doing is we're figuring out each pieces and we are adding them together, okay? Because this person not only started with an original amount, and in our prototype that is $500, but also is making $25 payment each month. So we have to do that both and add them together to get the total amount. Okay. The green part, the part with the payment at the principal, we know how to do that. But the new part is that PMT formula, and that is from section 4C. So if you guys have your textbook, your ebook, I'm sorry. You can open up section 4C and this formula will be right there for you. And I think I will do that. I will type this formula up myself, okay? But let's go figure out how much our original investment will grow first, okay? I'll do the green part first, okay? All right, I am done using this pen. How do I stop using this pen? Exit drawing, okay. Okay, so back to my Excel. I want you to click on H31, okay? H31. And let's start our formula with an equal sign. Okay? Like I said, I want to figure out how much my original money grew first. So let's start with that. Go click on the principal amount, which is saved in what cell? Let's see. D3. Okay? So equal sign D3. We're going to multiply this by 1 plus APR over N. APR is D5, okay, 4.5% divided by N, okay? And then what do? This is the compounding formula, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and close the parenthesis and raise that to the 18th power. And 18, where are you, 18? I guess you don't have to enter, do the cell referencing, but you can just type in 18. Yeah, I think that will be better. I'll just type in 18. 18. So what I typed in so far is how much my principal will grow. Let's check it though. If you go ahead and click on enter, you will see $534, and this amount should match Really is not matching anything. I guess not. I guess not. It's not going to match anything yet. That's my intermediate answer. That's how much my principal will grow. But you guys remember, we're making monthly payments on this. So if this is the amount that I will have, this is the amount that I will have if I don't make any monthly payments. If I start with $500 and wait 18 months, my money will grow on its own and I will earn $34.85 in interest. But we're going to have much more than that because in this plan, we are saving, we're making payments of $25 every month. Now, I have memorized that first formula that I typed in. That's the compounding formula. But I don't think I really have memorized that payment function formula. So I'll go look that up in our textbook with you right now, okay? So let's go to our textbook. I will go to my math lab and we'll open up section 4C for the payment function, payment formula. I'll open up our e-text. And I think they did mention 4C, right? So we're going to go to 4C. Because what I have right now in my Excel is just the amount that I would have had if I don't make any monthly payment, but just start with $500. But that's not the case here. We're making $25 payment every month. So how much money will that grow into? So let's go to 4C. 4C. And the formula should be here soon. Oh, here it is. And now, guys, that is what we're going to have to type in. And that's going to take us some time, but we'll do it together, okay? So this is the amount that I will have in my savings plan balance. But this, as you can notice, there's no mention of principal anywhere. We have that already covered in that first part of the formula, right? We already have that covered, that part right there. So after the 18, type in plus sign. Try to see if I can make this a little bit smaller and show you both screen. Plus sign. Now we're going to type in this payment formula, okay? Remember the payment was, what, $25, right? So after this 18, and if it helps you to draw a parenthesis around that first chunk, that's good. I did. So before that plus sign, that is the amount that I will have just based on the principal alone. Now after the plus sign, we're going to type in, we're going to figure out the amount that we will have from making monthly payments. So start with what? PMT. And you know what? I'll put those in a parenthesis too. The payment amount was $25. So click on D4, okay? And after that, what do we need? We need a multiplication symbol, right? So after D4, type in multiplication symbol. And now we gotta go attack this a nasty fraction. So let's do that. Fraction has a numerator and denominator. So look at what I'm typing here, okay? After the multiplication star, I'm going to draw something on top of the fraction divided by something in the bottom of the fraction. And the bottom of the fraction is easier. The bottom of the fraction is simply APR divided by N. Okay, I'll go type in the bottom first and come back and deal with that numerator. That numerator looks really bad. All right, the denominator is APR divided by N. N is the number of compounding period. So, I want you to look at my formula for me. So, in the second parenthesis, I have D5 divided by D6. That is APR divided by N. Now, I am done with this part right there. I'm done with this part right there. I have to go back up and do that parenthesis. So, I have the outer parenthesis open already. It's time for me to open up the inner parenthesis here and then type in 1 plus APR over N. Oh, I remember what that is. APR over N is D5 divided by D6. And then outside, I will raise this to N times Y power. But now let's think about this. N times Y stand for how many months are in this investment period. And we're looking at how many months, okay, for this column specific. We're looking at 18 months, right? We're looking at month 18 results. So the exponent is just going to be 18 because N times Y represents how many months are in Y number of years. And that was just asking for how many compounding period. And in our case, that's just going to be 18. After that, what else do we have in that formula? -1. This is a little way too complicated, but what was asked, so we're going to go ahead and type that in. So that's what you're going to have to type in for the formula. I'm very sorry it's long, but you and I should have the exact same thing. So hey, that's the good part. Okay, now listen, I don't know if I did it right. If I did it right, guess what? If I hit enter, I better see what number popping up. $999.48. If I don't see that, I know I entered something wrong. Hope I didn't, right? All right, let me hit enter, okay? Oh, yes, we did it right. So what is the formula that I typed in? This is the formula I typed in. I'm going to go ahead and just put this here. It depends on the instructor, though. Maybe your instructor, if you're not in my class, maybe your instructor just wants you to copy down this line, okay? This line right there. I want my students to do one more step further, because I want your number that's going to pop up here to match and change according to your principal, okay? So, because look, if I change this to my regular number, I forgot my regular number, but let's say Sue changes the principal to $1,000 and change the payment amount to $31, okay? This number that pops up, 1645.84, definitely matches the amount that I have in F27. So I wanted you to have that too, okay? That's why I insisted using cell referencing for this formula method. Well, but you know what, guys? If I were to choose one of these methods, formula is not going to be one of them, because that was way too complicated. Too many parentheses for me. All right, let me go back to my original prototype numbers. I think was 525. Okay. Now, while at it, let's go ahead and do the Excel function method. Okay. Or should I stop this video? Because I think this one was a little bit longer. Let me see how long I've been recording. Yeah, I may come back and do the Excel function in another video, because this one alone was very long. So before I end the video, I will show you what I typed in that green box one more time, okay? So this is what I typed in. I don't think I should be able to, I don't think I will read it. So if you need to pause the video and take a look, that's what you will have in your H31 too, okay? I'll be back to go over the third method on Excel functions very soon.